Good morning, Spartans. Fall homecoming is scheduled for October 13th when we'll observe the early release schedule and celebrate at a carnival organized by USB and all the other clubs. Any clubs who would like journalism to help promote their booth can send their flyers or short commercials to surescroll24@gmail.com.
Students in the Asian Culture Club are currently taking pre-orders for boba that will be delivered at homecoming. Flavors include brown sugar milk tea, sweet pink with popping boba, cosmic dream, and Thai tea with lychee jelly, all for $5 each. They are also selling boba mochi for $2 and chips for $1. Payments can be made in S3 during nutrition or lunch.
Another organization working on fundraising is Renaissance. As the weather begins to cool down, sweaters from Renaissance will be getting more popular and selling out. Students can buy them for $45 cash or $47 on credit card in room C206 before school or at nutrition. Money raised helps cover costs for Renaissance rallies and prizes.
This week, there are two athletes of the week. The first student is senior football player Christian Briazelli. Completed 13 of 14 passes for over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. The second student is senior golfer Angelina Hernandez. Had the low average score on the team for the last 2 weeks, but that was after Hernandez gave up her spot on the team to mentor 4 different golfers and help her team go on a 3-match win streak.
Any students who have never had an ID card made can stop by A8 during nutrition or lunch to get a free card printed. If you need a replacement ID because you lost your original ID, they are also $5. Also, if students have early departure, they need to have a special sticker added to their ID card. They can stop by Assistant Principal Office and see the Secretary, Lucy Gonzalez, to get their sticker.
Principal Mr. McKiernan is inviting Spartan parents to have a special coffee with the principal on October 11th at 4 p.m. in the library.
The coffee with the principal, the reason for the coffee with the principal is to mainly have a conversation with parents. It's just to have a conversation about what their concerns are or what things they see that they like, and then just getting feedback on that.
McKiernan is looking forward to hearing ideas about things that can be done on our campus. Students are encouraged to invite their parents to get involved in what's happening on the Hill.
And then we take their information very seriously, so the more information we get, it helps us to improve anything that's going on at Shore High School.
Speaking about things happening on the Hill, this week we have a special segment we are calling Spartans on the Hill, where we get some rapid-fire responses from students about a topic. This week we prepared a piece of teacher fashion. Several students sounded off on the teachers they think have the best fashion sense.
Sekijima always really has really nice class. She always wears heels and stuff like that, and dresses. She's really nicely dressed.
The best dressed teacher, I'm gonna give it a Mr. Schwartz.
Best dressed teacher, I could say I like her style, Ms. Montanez. It's actually a cute style. I like it a lot.
I would say Regalado, only because she's always dressed in like sparkly things, I guess. I think the best dressed teacher is Mr. Kim.
Yeah, I agree with that. We think Ms. Gutierrez is the best dressed teacher.
Speaking of fashion, English teacher Sandra Gutierrez is also notable for her fashion choices because most of them are her own hand-sewn creations. Gutierrez started sewing her own clothes because she wanted more than what was available in stores.
I always wanted to make a dress. I've always wanted to learn how to make a dress. So first time I made a dress, it was in a fabric that I thought was really fabulous. And a lot of my clothing you can't find in stores because the fabric is something that I want to wear. It's my favorite color or favorite designer, and then I make it into something that I really love.
After making dozens of outfits, Gutierrez now calls sewing a hobby, and she embraces the process of sewing her clothes, including the things that don't necessarily come out perfect.
I've made hundreds of garments, but I probably only wear about a third. But I don't consider those sewing failures. I consider those learning experiences because every mistake you make teaches you how to get better at a skill. I think Malcolm Gladwell said that everybody needs to spend 10,000 hours learning their skill to become an expert. So I'm somewhere around 8,000 hours right now, and I still have a lot of learning to do.
Gutierrez does not plan on expanding her hobby into anything more than that because she says she wants it to stay fun. Because her hobby is fun, Gutierrez encourages others to pick up something that is new to them, to try it out and see if it is something they could do.
The advice I can give to people to start doing this themselves is to just try it. I mean, it's not scary. You're not going to break anything. You're not going to sew over your finger. You just, somebody you know owns a sewing machine that they're not using and would be happy to see it gifted to someone who wants to try it.
After School All-Stars is currently taking sign-ups for an online driver's ed course. All teens must complete approved driver education classes, get a certificate to take to the DMV for a driving permit. Students interested must be 15.5 to 17.5 years old, and spots are limited to first come, first served. Sign-ups require an application that students can get in the library after school before October 17th. Students will be required to complete the 30-hour course while attending After School All-Stars 3 times a week.
Engineering students are in the middle of a new project that people may notice on campus. The students put together drones that they are testing.
We have these drones. We built them from like scratch, basically. Like, we got these boxes and we built all these things. First off, we started like here in the middle, like putting all the parts together, and then went out to do the outside. And then the last thing we did was add the propellers and test all it. And now we're here in the quad.
Eventually, students will be using the drones that the engineering students assembled in after-school drone races.
We're going to start having drone races after school, so that's what they're going to be used for.
That's what's happening on the Hill for now. As always, journalism students are looking for stories. If you have any questions about our program, broadcast stories, the school yearbook, and news website, please stop by A8 to see Ms. Cunningham.
And that's what's happening on the Hill.